learn how to solve equations simultaneously. These are very important skills. You're going to use that in year 11 and 12. There are two methods available. There's the substitution method and the elimination method. So we're going to use these methods. Hopefully still remember. So substitution method can be used when one of the polynomial is the subject, and you can just substitute. In this case, they are both y are subjects, so you just make them equal. So this equal to y, this also equal to y. So you can say negative 3x plus 2 equal to 7x minus 8. And then after that, you're going to substitute equation 1, actually, and then you make them equal and you solve. So to solve this, maybe we can add 3x to both sides, and that will become 2 equal to 10x minus 8. And then we're going to add 8 to both sides, will be 10 equal to 10x. Therefore, x equal to 1. And after we find x, we're going to find y. To find y, we're going to sub it back into either equation 1 or equation 2. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to substitute into equation 1 from 1. So you write from 1. You're going to do y equal to negative 3x plus 2 and replace that x you just found by 1. So you get negative 3 times 1 plus 2. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. So you get negative 1 as your answer. And that answer for x and y actually tells you the point of intersection of the two lines. So if you draw these two lines, they cross at this point. So therefore, point of intersection, so the two lines will cross at this point. That's why we need to learn simultaneous equation, because this topic is about lines, and we need to know where does the line cross on the number plane. Now keep in mind that the question will tell you what method to use, and sometimes they may ask you to use elimination method to solve this equation. So make sure you read the question. There's another question you're going to do, so try the next one when you're ready. Alright, so we just solved it. Actually, before I continue, if you want to check whether your answers are right, just substitute this point into these two equations to check. Then you know whether you got it right. So for example, to check my answer, so if you want to check it, you just have to substitute 1, negative 1 into equation 1 and equation 2, and you check whether it works. So for the first one, you go negative 1, does that equal to negative 3 times 1 plus 2? It works. And the second one, negative 1, 7 times 1 minus 8. It works both equations. So you can check it in the exam. Alright, after you do this, you try the next question. Have a try. Use substitution to solve the next one. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's scroll up here. You're going to try to solve. Okay, have a try solving. Now, there's two equations. Let's write them down. So the first one is this. This is the first equation. This is the second one. Now, the second one is where y is the subject. The other one, it doesn't have a polynomial the subject. So in that case, it will be appropriate to substitute equation 2 into this y. Right? This y will be replaced by x plus 3. So you can write a statement, substitute 2 into 1. Into 1. So what that means is, you write equation 1 down, but you're going to replace it by this, x plus 3. Notice that I used a bracket. It's very important you have a bracket because you have to multiply by the negative 3 by both terms inside the bracket. So you're going to do this by expanding, and you collect like terms. So you get 2x minus 3x minus 9 equal to negative 8. After you do this, you have to collect like terms. 2x minus 3x is negative x minus 9 equal to negative 8. Move the negative 9 to the other side, you get negative x equal to 1. x is negative 1. And once you find x, you can find y. Which one do I substitute? Substitute into the second one. See, y was the subject. So then after that, you do substitute into equation 2. So you get y equals to x plus 3. That x is now replaced by negative 1. And negative 1 plus 3 is 2. So therefore, the point of intersection, POI for short, is equal to negative 1, 2. So the two lines, if you draw them, they will cross at this point. Right, this substitution, and after that we'll do elimination, then you will do the work for today. So that's 5i, substitution. Then we'll do 5j, which is elimination. Elimination, a little bit more complicated. It's suitable for more complicated equations. Okay. All right, any question? Let's move on. All finished. I'll leave it on for a little bit. We've got 3 questions to do for elimination. Right, all done? Okay, let's move on. Thank you. Elimination. Now, elimination, you will find these equations, they are all on the left side. See all the pronumeral on the left side, both x and y. These are suitable for elimination. Although it's not uncommon for the question to ask you to solve it using substitution as well. So make sure you use the right method to solve this. But usually, these are solved by elimination because it's easier. Okay, let's solve this. Let's try the first one. Okay, so elimination works like this. You do not substitute. You have to add or subtract the equation. In this case, we're going to add the 2 equations because this is plus y, this is negative y. So what do? When they're opposite, we plus them together. And when we plus them, they end up cancelling. So I write 1 plus 2. So I'm going to add x by 3x. And then you have, actually, and then put a bracket plus y plus negative y, right? X plus 3x, y plus negative y, equal to 6 plus 10. And when you do this, the y gets eliminated, becomes 0. There's only x left, so that's why it's called elimination. X plus 3x is 4x, equal to 16, therefore x equal to 4. So elimination can be very quick. Once you get x, so it's a matter for you to substitute that back into either equation 1 or 2. I'm going to substitute that into equation 1. From 1, you get 4 plus y equal to 6. Therefore, y equal to 2. So the point of intersection is 4, 2. POI. Alright, good. Any question? Try the next one. Think about whether to add or subtract, or sometimes you have to change the equation as well. So let me show you. So this one, I'm going to call this equation 1 and equation 2. Let's do it in green pen. So if we add them, it doesn't work because they don't cancel. So what we're going to do is, see the y, there's no number, there's a 2y. So it's easier if you could multiply equation 1 by 2. So if you double that, you get 2y minus 6x plus equal to 2. Call that equation 3 because it's a new equation. Because I've changed equation 1, I can't use it again. I have to use equation 2. So write equation 2 underneath. And now you see that the coefficient of y is exactly equal. Therefore, I could eliminate y. And to eliminate y, you have to subtract the equation because they're both positive. So only when one of them is positive and negative, you can add because they cancel. This one, you have to subtract. So I just do 3 minus 2. So you do 2y minus 2y in bracket plus negative 6x minus 5x. So that's a negative 6 minus 5. We are subtracting them, equal to 2 minus 13. And then you will see that the first term, the y gets eliminated. And once you eliminate, you collect like terms. Negative 6x minus 5x, that becomes negative 11x, equals to negative 11, which will give you an integer answer, x equal to 1. And then after you finish, you have to find y using either equation 1 or 2. There's space over here which you can write. All right, what do we do? Yeah, it's up to you. You can either substitute into equation 1 or 2. Some people don't like negatives, they use 2. Some people use like smaller numbers, use 1, doesn't matter. You get the same answer. So I'm going to substitute into equation 1 because it's easier. So we'll write down equation 1, y minus 3x equal to 1 from 1. And then you substitute this number 1, which I will circle, into x. So substitute 1 in here. So you get y minus 3 equal to 1. So y minus 3 equal to 1, y equal to 4. So the point of intersection is 1, 4. POI. All right, try the last one. So you may have to change both equations for the last one. Okay. All right, good. Have a try. Yep, I will make that a little bit smaller so people can see. Okay, good. There you go. All right, good. Try the next one. I think the next one you have to change both. Yes. Yep. Yeah. So you can eliminate y by multiplying the first one by 3. The second one by 2 is like the lowest common denominator. Or you can eliminate x by multiplying the first equation by 5, the second equation by 3. But I prefer to eliminate y because the numbers are smaller. Okay? All right, let's do that. Okay, let's modify both equations. So I'm going to call this equation 1, equation 2. So multiply 1, I'm going to multiply by 3. Therefore, you get the new equation 9x plus 6y equal to 18. Call that equation 3. Multiply equation 2 by 2, which gives you 10x plus 6y equal to 22. You get two equations, 3 and 4. And to eliminate y, you have to subtract the two equations. So you go 3 minus 4. So you do 9x minus 10x. 6y minus 6y, they get cancelled. 18 minus 22, and you get negative x. Actually, the y get cancelled, it's 0, and you get x left, which is negative x equal to negative 4. Therefore, x equal to 4. Yep. That's right. So sometimes you may like to subtract 4 by 3, then you get positive numbers. You're right. Yeah. All right, good. So both ways will be, yeah, so that way would have been better. So you just look at the numbers, so that looks bigger. Okay, once you get x equal to 4, substitute back into 1 or 2, you'll get the right answer. I'm going to substitute into 1 from 1. You will get 3 times 4 plus 2y equal to 6. 12 plus 2y equal to 6. And then 2y equal to negative 6. Therefore, y is negative 3. Oops. So we get these answers, and then you can write, therefore, the point of intersection is 4, negative 3. So we're done. So we did elimination and substitution method today. So make sure you do the work. If you find it easy, just do the hard question from both exercise, 5i and 5j. And tomorrow we'll do some problem solving, 5k. And then the next lesson next week, we'll do 5L, then we'll do summary, okay? Okay, thank you. I will stop now, and you will start the work. Thank you.